Hey guys, welcome back. Yes, we're taking a look at Starboy Lamar Jones. We're back onto this. We're back onto another clothing scammer. We have a little bit of a grift, a little bit of a scammerino, a little bit of fraud going on here with the old. Again, in my opinion, this is all in my opinion, guys. Keep that in mind. But we got some more dirty receipts here. We have Lamar Jones, who is, as from everything it looks like here, exploiting the living hell out of the PayPal terms of service, the PayPal goods and services. That is, it basically means nothing, essentially, to PayPal, whether or not someone's exploiting it over and over again. As long as you are a seller, as long as there is a DM, as long as there's some sort of message that says, hey, I am looking to resell these cards, I resell cards, they're gonna null and void it, and they're going to allow people to exploit their system. Now, this is a terrible look for PayPal. Hopefully they remedy this situation. I don't know how they didn't see this loophole from a mile away when they were putting their terms of service together. And then the customer service agents and or anyone that's taking a look at any of these cases, it blows my mind. It's to the point that why is anyone going to use PayPal if it doesn't protect them? It's wild. It shouldn't matter if you're reselling the cards. If the person sends you nothing or a whole bunch of not what you actually ordered, you should be able to get your money back. That's the point. So be careful, guys. If you have any G-Baller Supremes that are they're saying, hey, do you want some sweet deals? And yes, the deals are too sweet. They're a little bit too good to be true, because he's not going to actually send the cards. So be careful out there. Warn your friends. Send them this video. Send them the previous video here. And if you haven't watched that previous video, you probably want to before this one. But we're going to get into more of it. Apparently, there's some people that were like, oh my God, I can't believe Starboy did it. Starboy is a bad person. He's ripping people off. And yeah, my apologies, but it sure as hell looks like it. Now, of course, we have Starboy, who's going to half-ass try to defend himself here. He's going to fabricate some receipts. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but you can see here. This is the worst Photoshop job I have ever seen. I mean, what in the hell is this? You can see the pieces that he stitched together. Like at least if you're gonna fake DMs. Try a little bit harder. Like, holy crap. You can see this from a mile away. It's like a staircase. So he put this up on his Instagram to show how innocent he was. some fake DMs, basically, where the SE Pokemon is saying, thank you. I received the cards. Cards came in the mail. I'm so awesome. Thank you. That didn't happen, as we saw. He did not receive the cards. This is not the only time that Starboy has done this, and shame on him. You are a piece of shit. Now, speaking of pieces of shit, let's talk about something that's not a piece of shit. Some sick, nasty deals that you can get from the link tree, the Rattle Pokemon link tree here. We got all kinds of sick, nasty codes. You can get your Dragon Shields for 5% off. You can get 10% off your BCW supplies and support the channel at the same time. Much appreciated, everyone that's been doing it, especially when you use code Rattle5 on Troll and Toad to get 5% off. Anything that's direct from Troll and Toad, pre-orders, all that fun stuff. It applies to everything except for the Evo merchant stuff, the third-party items that aren't marked with a coupon. And if you're in Europe, you know damn well. You'd be crazy not to be purchasing stuff from Card Market. I'm a little bit jealous that I have to use a middleman. You'll have to use a middleman if you do. But I've been using a lot of Card Market recently, and there's a lot of Greasy, the Pokemon company. I don't know what they're doing. These like holo variants and crazy regional variants. It's a good place to get those. Make some friends. Make sure you trust them. Make sure that they don't go by Starboy. And have them forward some stuff to you. You can get a lot of the stuff for very inexpensive. And if you ship it together, if you have somebody that you trust, and trust, ship it together for you, you can save a ton of money, even if you're in the States or in Canada or elsewhere other than Europe. You can see if you go to sign up, it'll show you the list of countries that it'll ship to. But it's also better to be in whatever country the cards are being sold. All right, back to it. We got another story with Starboy, and yes, we got a lot of transactions going on here. Be careful out there, guys. There are Starboys out there who will rip you off. It's sad that there's people that would do that to other human beings, but it's the sad reality. You got to be careful. If it's too good to be true, even if it's PayPal goods and services, which I totally understand that people thought or think that that is the safe way to go. But as soon as you mention something in the DMs, apparently, about selling, about reselling, and as we'll see here, he's going to bait it out. He's going to bait it out in the conversation. It seems like he's done this before. I mean, we kind of know that he's done this before because we've seen multiple examples of him doing this before. There were some other posts that I saw online. It sounded like exactly this. So again, be careful. Make sure you're buying from trusted places. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to go to the Grimies and the Wimies, to the G-Baller Extremes, to the, oh, too good to be true. Oh, do you want to buy all my stuff for super cheap? You can make so much money on it. Stay away from that. Stay away from it. Stay away from, I don't understand the places that people are buying cards here. There's lots of very reputable places. Do it on eBay. I know there's fees on eBay. It sucks. Fees suck. But guess what? You're not gonna have this problem. And I know that PayPal and eBay are essentially one and the same, but with eBay, if you don't receive the item that you're supposed to receive, you're almost guaranteed to get your money back. Now, let's see what's going on here. We got some receipts. We got Lamar Jones. Of course, he's got a scam on his own profile. I don't know. Like, how do you think, even like for a minute, that you're going to get away with scamming people when you just do it on the same account over and over again? I don't know. You would think that if you're smart enough to abuse the PayPal goods and service terms of service, then maybe you would, I guess you got to use a reputable account of some kind, or you're just so brazen and bold that you're just gonna scam people out in the open. Although, yeah, I don't know, he fabricated that receipt or DMs. So, Lamar, maybe take some of that money that you stole from people and invest it into a Photoshop lesson, or get somebody on Fiverr to fabricate the receipt for you. Leave a nice trail. Now, also at the same time, you got to imagine that he's probably getting into the dollar values where he's going to potentially get in a lot of trouble. The more money there is there, the more likely it's going to end up being a federal case. The FBI gets involved when you start committing a lot of fraud, when you start getting into, you hit $100,000, they're going to be on your ass. Ask me how I know. Not that I know personally, because I didn't scam anyone for $100,000, but it seems like once you get into that territory, they're interested. They become interested. I know because I talked to them. I didn't steal anything, guys. All right, Lamar, what's he got here? We got some DMs, and of course he's gonna reach out. He's gonna toss the line. He says, and what the hell? He's just baiting people with the same collection over and over again with his Pikachus. They were probably purchased in large part with stolen money. Hey boss, I seen that you buy cards. I'm finally willing to sell my collection. Not comfortable selling everything at once since I'm still kind of attached to them. Let me know if you want to see close-ups of anything. Interested in all depending price? I mean, okay. Pick top 3 or 4 and I'll send close-ups. Only looking to sell around 8 to 10K worth at this time. Do you think you're trying to stay under 10K for a reason? Is there some kind of law and or thing that you're trying to avoid here by keeping it under 10K? I think there might be. What percentage are you willing to do? Looking for 80% of last eBay sold. I was hoping for around 75% in a larger transaction. Maybe we can meet. You there? My target profit is only 8 to 10K at the moment. I'm not trying to sell everything. What top 3 or 4 cards you interested in? And I'll send close-ups when I can. Ponchos, really anything Pikachu. I mean, everything there is pretty much Pikachu, but I got my Festa for $400 right before Hidden Fates released. Oh no, it's a Hidden Fates scammer. That's the entry point for many scammers, and he's still around, still scamming. Followed. My apologies to the person in the comments that's like, damn it, I entered at Hidden Fates. Am I a scammer? No, not necessarily. But this was right in peak time. The scammer bait was there. The scent of scams was in the air, as right around that Hidden Fates Champions Path kind of era. That was I feel like that was peak Scammerinis. Followed back. Oh, how nice. He's following people. Thank you for the picks. Whatever you're willing to sell for 75%. I'm interested in my budget is around 3K as of now. Just bought a bunch. Understand, we will do another deal down the line. Want the Charizard poncho or both the Rayquaza ponchos? I'm willing to sell those for 4K. 75% is 3K. Can you show me both pics? Can you show me both pics of Ray ponchos? All right. Thank you. Be between 30 and 50 mins. Dropping kids off at school. So that's the thing too. It's just like, what the fuck are you thinking? You have kids. You should be looking out for your kids. And no, that doesn't mean stealing fucking shit for your kids. Or stealing shit for so you can have more Pikachus that you lay out on the floor and scam people with. Like, set a good example. Fuck off. Stop being a terrible person. Fucking make some honest money. I get it. Your clothing fucking sucks. It's a fucking Super Mario ripoff. Figure something out. Do something to make honest money. Fucking dumb. Cool. Thanks, boss. All right, back home. Excuse the goldfish. So you got a goldfish on the mat here. So very nice. You got your kids hanging out next to the Pikachus that you're scamming with. That's very responsible. That is a very good, awesome role model. Just top tier. So both the Rays in the middle for 3K. That's off, bro. That's like 5K in comps. 75% of 4K. I seen them sale between the 2K and 2,500 each. And again, he's not going to really necessarily need to negotiate here because he's never going to send the cards. I mean, he's going to want to make it a good deal. He's going to make you purchase, regardless of what the negotiation is here. Maybe he's going to play it off like, hey, I need a little bit more than that or whatever. He's ripping your dick. So both the Rays in the middle for 3K. All right, we got they're worth 5K, boss. So 75% would be 37.50. So here we have, I guess he's kind of saying like maybe you're giving me too good of a deal. Again, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, you have 3K, I want to steal 3K from you. It's pretty common. That's what's gonna go on there. You tell a scammer how much money you have, and they're going to offer you something for that much money exactly. They want to steal all of your money. If he said he had 4K, they would be 4K. They would be 37.50 if he had 37.50. Yeah, I seen some lower. I was willing to negotiate. Plus said budget was 3K, but I'm not about to argue. LOL, if you have 3,500, it's a deal. I'll do this one for 3K, not trying to screw you over. Good of a deal. Those that feel bad. You go for solid 5K. Can do 3,700. Gotta remember, I got that pair for $200. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, here's why I'm giving you such a good deal. It's because I didn't pay very much for them. Sure. Think about it and just hit me back when you know which way you want to go. Think about it and just hit me back. I think I can do that. Not attached to those. We're going to do these two for $2,500. Sweet deal, daddy. You're never going to receive these. He's happy to steal $2,500 apparently. Sweet. Not trying to pick and choose. Also have some other small lots I got to scoop up. So want to have a bit left for those. You take PayPal, goods and services, right? Lots of raw. I've got a lot of near mint vintage hollows. Maybe with another deal down the line. Anyway, I haven't seen these other cards. He usually just has all his Pikachus laid out on the floor. Which is also not like... I don't know if that's a good sign. It's probably not a good sign. Got a bunch of expensive cards laid out on the floor. You don't have a table or something? Yeah, goods and services. Starboy Clothing. 2012 at Gmail. PayPal, for the love of God, shut this fucking shit down. Come on. Yeah, how many times does it need to happen before, like, you do something about it? I buy 5 to 10K a week, roughly, so I'm always buying. But yeah, my buddy has a small lot and needs some extra cash, just waiting on him to send the list. On their store. So here it is. He's going to bait out the fact that you're going to resell stuff, and then he's going to use that as an excuse to keep the money when PayPal has a dispute. This is his grimy little trick that shouldn't work. This is shame on PayPal. Shame on him for being a fucking crook, but shame on PayPal for letting someone do this to somebody over and over again. Not to the same person over and over again, but to multiple people. Like, clearly, there's got to be a pattern there. PayPal needs to step back and be like, hey, wait a minute. Our terms of service don't fucking work. This is being exploited. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a law enforcement thing that is going to be the result. If anyone else has been impacted by Lamar Wiener Baby Jones, please send the info my way. Gather it up, and we could forward it along to the proper authorities. I stream on Whatnot and travel all over the card shows. Hopefully own a shop soon, but probably not a super smart decision in this economy and the overhead. Sending payment now. So here we go. I sell on Whatnot, travel to card shows, selling whatever. So there you go. I agree. Send me your link. So he asked for the link. I did cut some of this out because there was like shipping addresses and stuff like that I do not want to include in the video here. And I didn't want to blur them. You guys get the point. But essentially, he sends the link to the Whatnot where he's selling. Again, he's baiting out so that he can send that to PayPal once you open a dispute. He sends the tracking, but the parcel is not going to contain the actual cards, as per usual. Standard Starboy move, scammy whammy, and the slammy. So again, we got like, hey, let's do future business, all this kind of crap, like just full BS. Maybe just trying to bait out another transaction before, like, clearly someone's not going to do another transaction with him after he sends them something that does not exist. It's just not going to happen. Just absolute crap. PayPal, do something about this. I don't know who at PayPal needs to see this, but like, this is disgusting. You're an accessory. You're helping this guy absolutely scam people. Filing a federal police report in the morning with my lawyer, opening the claims of PayPal. Hopefully it was worth it, man. Have the full video of me opening up your package. Sent the rest. Wait, here we go. Not going to end well for you, my guy. No, it isn't. I mean, I don't know how many times it's going to take, how many people coming forward that it's going to take, but surely he's hit a dollar value that's high enough that he's going to get in some serious trouble for this shit. It's sad that a human being, especially if he well, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Set an example. Both for yourself and for your kids. Stop being a fucking shit human being, and go make some honest money. Fuck you, Lamar. Suck a fat one. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Join the Discord if you haven't, unless your name is Lamar. Well, Lamar, you can join the Discord. I'd love to hear your reasoning. What's the good excuse for stealing from people? What is it? I'm waiting.